Today I'm going to be taking the time to show you around the Smart Car, which we've recently got into stock, and I want to highlight why I think these are just cracking little cars. And so if we take a second, let's have a look round. So our car that we've got in here that I'm going to be just reviewing with you today is a 2002 Smart City Pulse. It's a 0.6 litre engine, as I walk around the front here, and it produces 61 brake horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in a car this size and weighs this little, it's an ample amount of power for the size of the vehicle. Something I'll demonstrate to you when we go on a little drive in a second. But the Smart Car has always had sort of, I don't know, Marmite-ish looks. People tend to either really like them or just totally dislike them. I personally think they're brilliant. I think the front end looks good, almost like, if you've got to bear in mind this car was released in 1998, and this model has almost like it's almost like a smiley face on the front. We'll have a look down there. It says, hello, how are you? I'm going to get you from A to B in the quickest, easiest, safest, funnest way possible, because I'm a smart car. Now this car has a panoramic roof, which I don't know if you can see at the top. It's probably better if we go on the inside. If I come down, see, ooh, nice panoramic roof there. Lets loads of light in, absolutely fabulous. And it's predominantly black, finished in contrasted with the silver. You get these in loads of different colours, yellows, reds, blues, but I like the black. Big adamant of the black. As you go around the back here, the back end's quite nice. You've got nice little 3 spotlights on either side, which are, really easy to distinguish between. And if you come around the side now, if I come around here, you'll see one of the great things about the Smart Car is this one's got alloy wheels, but the wheel sizes. So at the front, and if I just remember this correctly, we've got 145, 55, 15s, 15-inch alloy wheels, and with a smaller, narrower tyre at the front. Then the back, where your engine is at the back of the car, you've got the larger, wider alloy wheels. If I come around the back here, you can see that there. Now these ones are 175 55 15 tyres, and this one's running on Continentals. I'm not going to get into the whole best tyres and all that sort of situation, but what that allows for is all the power goes to the back, so all the power goes to the back wheels, and your front wheels are nice tight, and it enables you to drive just really handle really quite nicely and ride quite nicely as well. But we'll get into it. Now the other thing is, one thing you'll notice with this car is the quite amazing access. Those big, large, wide doors really help the car out. So getting in and out is really easy. So even if even if you struggle, if you've got, you're one of those people that struggle getting in and out of cars, you're quite tall. Even if you're tall, you can get in and out of this car really, really well. Now I want to show you the boot. We've got remote central locking on the car. Now if I just do that, as you can see, we have the boot release on the actual remote. Then we lift the glass panel at the back, and we come back, which is really nice to be able to drop things in like shopping and bits and bobs like that. Failing that, you've got 2 clips on either side, 2 releases, come back, and you've got like a little mini flat loading rear boot access. Great amount of space in the back here for such a small car. Now it's really quite deceiving, because that seat here, your passenger seat, goes flat all the way down, so you can get loads of stuff in here. It's if you're going to B&Q or something, you just want some things to load through, you can do that. So it's very deceiving indeed. Your partial shelf area, all this comes out to give you a little bit more access. Nice little Smart Car warning triangle there, but just really good. Under the back, underneath your carpet, you've got your little 3-cylinder Mercedes 600cc engine. We'll talk a little bit more about how that operates and how that runs while we're out and about driving the car. But it's so dinky, it's so small, and it's one of those quite great little character traits of the car, that such a small little engine can give you so much enjoyment from a car. Anyway, that goes back up. We come in behind, as you can see, and we'll drop this down. Now it's starting to rain, which is just rubbish, but we'll take her out for a drive, one more quick look around the outside, and I'll show you how she operates how she feels on the road. Okay, let's get in the smart car then. Oh. Okay, so we have a nice little key here. Nice little represents the little round emblem on the smart car. As we down here, we've got the ignition. So if I just pop it in there, goes up. You've got to make sure the car's in. Oh, let's turn that off for a second. Got to make sure the car's in neutral. Obviously, it's a semi. Oh, got that. The auto, that's better, and she comes on, and that lovely little burbling sound of a tiny 3-cylinder engine. As you can see, the handbrake's on. Our car's done 10,952 miles, a little bit of fuel in there. What else can I tell you about around here? Well, your indicators are on the left. Lovely steering wheel here, represents the size of a smart car, and it's just a great feeling steering wheel. We've got leather on the outside, nice little bit of stitching on the inside, airbags so we know we're safe. Got a lovely little almost parody horn. Then down here we've got radio cassette by Grundig. A bit of amped music. Radio cassette, you do get them with CD changers, which you can buy, and in the nice little storage compartment here with the radio code. Down here, some more, almost like an ashtray area. Your auxiliary, we've got a light down here, fog lights. Down here we can adjust the pitch of the lights. We've got rev counter, clock. And we've got just a great funky place to be. Loads of nice lines, passenger airbag. You know, we've got a nice little finish of cloth, loads of additional storage on your fronts. Please, no teddies at all. Right, let's take her for a drive and let's see how she goes. So we're into first, and let's go. Trying to familiarise myself with driving the smart car. There's something really amazing about a small little engine in a car. On the dashboard here, it does indicate what gear you're in, so you'll never actually not know what gear you're in. And when you approach the lights and come to a stopping position, it'll automatically select first for you, so you don't have to worry about banging back down the gears. If you're the sort of person that comes to a junction and dips the clutch early in second or third, way too early in my eyes, but I won't get into that. Yeah, the car will sort all that out for you. So the most important thing one needs to worry about is just steering the car, braking, signalling, and going up and down the gearbox when driving. Right, we're in first, but I naturally do it, of course. Right, here we go, into second. And you know what I mentioned to you before, the front end has different tyre sizes to the backs are wider. That's really noticeable when you turn in, when you go into a corner. So now I've selected first, and away you go. Now the key with this car is to start driving it like a manual. So if you want to change gear up to second, not get the lurching that I was getting a moment ago, just back off the throttle slightly and change second. Should be doing that absolutely fine. She's so much fun. You see, turn in direction. Steering, well, it's just brilliant. Like, if I just touch the steering wheel ever so slightly, the car just wants to change direction. There's no dead spots. There's no nasty hydraulic sort of goings on here at all. You know, there's no sort of almost like it's like the two front wheels are connected to the steering wheel, and I love that in cars. It's what I really look for in a nice driver's car. Can't believe I'm comparing a smart car to a driver's car, but it does give you that confidence. I'm in the wrong gear there, back to fifth. The dashboard told me to do it, and then we go down. So this is 50 miles an hour, and then we're just coming, we'll have to slow down a bit here. All your heaters here, air recirculation. On the top here we've got the hazards, door locks to lock if you're going through a nasty area of town. We all do it, don't we? Swing round here. Now, power steering was an option, but what I'm trying to I was hoping to really get up to some speed there for you, but basically power steering was an option, not necessarily needed because the car's so light. I understand those who opted for it. If it were me, I wouldn't be put off with a car without power steering, but this one does have it. Oh no, got a bit brave there. The car's going a little bit faster than I thought. So lights on here. Motorway on this car, the big concern of mine was, you know, when you went up to motorway speeds, would you get blown across the road and things? Now, you know, this car's speedo goes up to, you know, 90 miles per hour, but truthfully, when you're doing 70 miles an hour on a motorway, you know, there's no movement around. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you were to actually do speeds you shouldn't do on the motorway, I'm sure you can get the car to move slightly with some crosswinds, but I wouldn't be put off, disheartened by the car for that. It's very stable. Braking, just do nothing behind me. Great brakes on this car, great brakes, nice discs. Discs on the front are just brilliant. Really large discs, stop the car as you expect. It gives you a lot of confidence. A little turbo. It's a 0.6 litre turbo engine, and just to give you that 61 brake horsepower, it's just amazing. Just hear this little, and I love it. You just got a smile on your face, just like the front. So the ride quality on the car, well, let's not kid ourselves. It's a small little two-seater car. And every bump you do centre feel. There you go, judge some random thing. But as I go, it is. It's no different to what you'd get if anybody's driven a smart car in the last, a Mini Cooper or a little Korean hatchback of any description. It's no different to that. You feel every bump in the road like you do on the Mini, and so yeah, in answer, the ride quality is not Mercedes S-Class or E-Class ride quality, but then at the same time they're reversing. You know, when you come up to a junction and the car in front's lights come on, and the reversing lights come on, and it scares you half to death. And what are you doing? Are you going? Are you staying? Really not sure what they're doing. Anyway, this is interesting. Shall we, okay. Oh, they're learning to drive without L plates on. Oh. So let's talk a little bit of history about the smart car. Well, the history, it was conceived by the watch company Swatch, and they wanted to release a microcar that was in the ethos of their brand. They had this idea of creating a car that was interchangeable colours. You could swap everything about. Okay, they let me through. And subsequently, they came up with the idea and the concept of the smart car. So then they went into partnership with Volkswagen. I think we're into the 80s now. And by the time they got to the late 80s, when they were developing the car, the new CEO of VW just went, you know what, we don't want this, we've got the Lupo coming along, so we dropped this. So then Swatch were without a partner. And then we fast forward to 1991, and along came Dame Mercedes. And Mercedes went, you know what, we want some of this. And hence the reason they went fast forward. And they helped along with Swatch and their designers. And the idea behind this, guys, you can take all the panels off and make them different colours if you want to. So the history, this has been almost like a lifestyle product, but also Dame, is a microcar, it's a small car to get around in, and which I think they've achieved really well. I think they've been brilliant in getting along now. And what I'm going to, and if we go into the curb, yeah, so basically that's the history of the car. And then 1998 came, and they released a smart car, and this is where we are today. Fast forward 2015, so what's that, 17 years later, smart car is still in production. There's a wider range of models. In this era though, in these early cars, you had the choice out of tin top, and this one, with, as I said, with the panoramic roof, lets all the light in, but there's also a soft top, two-stage, one for the top and one for the back. And then also, as you fast forward, they brought a 4-seater out. Didn't really like that car very much, kind of lose all the ethos of what smart's all about. And then there was a coupe, a little compact car that was really small, but terribly good fun to drive. And they're all powered by these 0.6, 0.7 litre turbocharged engines, 3-cylinder engines. So, as a brand concept's concerned, and as a vehicle concept in the marketplace, the smart car sits on its own. And I think, yes, they've got a similar brand to that of the mini brand, but it offers something completely different. You don't have the 4 seats. You're in a higher driving position. The visibility's 10 times better. Parking, drivability, usability is a lot better. Practicality, the boot space in here is bigger than a Mini, but you lose the 2 seats in the back. And then Mini's got bigger, fatter, and now the size of a Fiesta, so kind of don't really understand that. But anyway, in review, in total sort of, where do I recommend the smart car? I think they're great cars. I think they're funky. I think they're not underpowered. And if I were to live in a city, do a lot of short journeys, run around town, that's another thing. The miles per gallon on these cars are just wonderful. I mean, this one, if driven sensibly around town, you're going to get 50. On a run, you're going to get 60 mpg. Tax brackets are low, and insurance is like, well, I don't know, I think it's probably one of the only cars a modern 17-year-old might be able to insure sub £1,000 in this day and age. So, all in all, it's got a lot of good things going for the smart car. Granted, if you need kids, and you're not on your own, it's a bit difficult if you need 4-seater, don't look at one of these. But if you're on your own, or You want a car that can actually just go around town, second car, something to take away at the weekends, you know, something that's not going to cost you the earth to run, something that all the bits come off and you can replace them as and when they get damaged. Smart cars are definitely the way forward. So thank you for watching. I'm Gareth, rsstore.com, used car dealership in Wellington, Somerset, and for future videos, please subscribe, and hopefully you can make more and more of these videos, get a little bit better at doing them, and give you guys some, you know, objective feedback on how the cars are. Thank you.